And we're live. Hey
Hey,
guys. Welcome back to that 5%. It has been a
welcome.
moment. Has it just been a
Yes.
week? 8 days? I don't know.
Yeah, at least. Yeah,
It's been a
feels like a
minute.
while.
What's been going on with you?
Uh, same old, getting my life together,
Mm-hmm.
studying for the new job.
Oh, okay, cool beans.
Yes. How about you? I know a lot has changed.
Yeah. I'm living in my parents'. I'm living basically at the room I grew up in, so yay. Woo, how exciting. But it's okay because I liked doing my YouTube videos in here anyways because I have a tree in here. It's a fake one, but it looked cute with the lamps and stuff. So, hey
Oh, nice.
Davida, hey, yeah, and then seeing someone pass away recently, that was depressing. And then honestly though, when you watch someone like literally pass away, come from like very liveliness to a pale blue, pass away, gone, all of a sudden,
Mm-hmm.
like all of this internet shit, it just doesn't, it just doesn't,
Right.
nothing really. I'm like, so what? Now I've just
Yes,
had like this, who cares? You
really.
know? And then, like, I've seen people die before, but I think it was a little bit more closer with this person. But yeah,
Mm.
like all of a sudden it was just like nothing really matters. Does anything really matter anymore? It's just
Mm-hmm.
like a life. Like we have to live life to the fullest and do whatever
Right.
we want. You know?
Yeah, yes,
Yeah.
exactly, 100%.
Yeah. So my attitude has kind of really just had a huge change on life recently. So yeah.
Mm.
But hey Melissa. So
Hey.
Melissa goes, well, that's hard. I'm sorry. It's normal not to be able to shake that feeling. Yeah, it is. Like I've seen people die a lot because of my job, but I haven't seen just like, I don't know, I don't know. You just start to question stuff and what's serious and what's not anymore. But yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, now I'm back here, home in my own room. Yay. But we have a lot to talk about. So Jeff Wittek, he posted on his Jeff FM podcast of basically how, honestly, all I heard was he's not friends with David anymore, how David's a fake friend. And I did, like, if you guys
Mm.
watch my channel, I did a huge doc. That was the first one where I spent like months on, of David Dobrik in the Vlog Squad. And I never understood, and I think a lot of people didn't understand, why in the fuck was Jeff like not suing? He didn't seem really
Mhm.
angry. And I think, I haven't seen his whole thing yet. So it'll actually be a real reaction. And I'm sure you haven't seen it either. So it'll be a
Yeah,
real
no.
reaction as well. But as you were saying earlier, that it was kind of like you're kind of now realizing, like, wow, David did this to me, kind of like processing everything now. So
Mhm.
I think maybe that's what that's about. But you wanted to show me this TikTok. It's a viral TikTok that I also don't even know what. Wait, can you explain some context what this TikTok
Okay.
is?
So, there was this TikTok a few months ago. This woman was asking everyone on TikTok to help her find this man, and she was showing video of this man approaching her. She said this man approached her at the beach and he was complimenting her, and they took a picture together, and he gave her his phone number, but then she lost it. So she was wanting TikTok to help her find this man. Well,
Okay.
TikTok found him
What?
and they found his wife. So turns out the man was married and they had recently done an interview. I don't know if the
Mhm.
clip I sent you has the interview, but
Mhm.
the guy is so dumb. But anyway,
Okay.
we can watch the clip and let's see what info they have
All
on the
right. So
clip.
let's watch this TikTok thing real quick. Okay.
A TikTok entanglement.
He was very flirtatious.
This woman found mystery man she met on the beach. She found him all right, and his wife. He's now clearing things up with the Shade Room after it nearly ruined his marriage. I'm Justin Carter. This is TSR Investigates.
I don't know why it's kind of laggy.
Oh, is it lagging? Great.
Last month,
See.
Ugh. I pressed pause on it.
Okay.
So it was kind of laggy. Let me try pressing play again. Let's see.
Misha Renee went on TikTok asking the world to
better,
help her
yeah.
find this mystery man she met in Miami in August. But things got messy when the world collectively found out who he really is. 8 million people watched Misha Renee's TikTok with the caption saying, quote,
Oh, he's
TikTok, help
very
me find
flirty.
this man I met in Miami. He walked right in the ocean to introduce
Oh my-
himself to me. I was lit when he gave me his number. I'm counting on y'all. Hopefully he ain't married.
The only reason why I did it is because I was on TikTok and I seen the popular
my
trend that
gosh.
was help me find him. It was just simply just to reconnect. It wasn't anything more.
Oh, but he is married.
my
For 6
gosh.
years, in fact, with 4 kids.
What?
I tracked him down. This mystery man is Aiden Giles from the
What?
Detroit area. He had no idea that
Is that his angry wife sitting right next to him? Like, she better not be one of those people who are like, and this bitch she better not, because it was her husband. She has zero idea he was actually married. I mean, obviously, he's very flirtatious.
Yeah,
And
I
you-
forgot how flirty he was. Oh my
Mhm.
gosh.
Yeah, like, let me see.
video was posted at first. It was his wife, Cherie, who said somebody text her about the video.
What?
We just immediately started arguing because I immediately started cussing him out. Like, bro, you really got me messed up. And I kept asking, I said, did you sleep with him? He said, no.
So she messages Misha directly.
I said, did you sleep with him? She said, no, we literally only met at the beach and that was it. So I'm like, well, you looking for him this hard. Obviously it was something to y'all. She's like, is that your man? I said, not no more, not anymore. And then she was like, if you don't mind me asking, like, who are you? I said, that's my husband.
She says Misha
Oh, wow.
apologized immediately in her messages saying, quote, sis, I'm sorry. I had no clue something would happen. I wish the best for you and your kids. I won't be reaching out to him.
I told her, I'm like, sis, you can have him. I'm good. It was disrespectful. Was it cheating? No, it was not cheating.
Okay, so that's obviously different for everyone, because depending on if you are in the church, I mean, you know, father will, or, you know, if you're Catholic or whatever, you know, the priest would say that's cheating. Just the idea. So I used to joke with the priest, with father, and I used to be like, well, because he used to say, even thinking about the sin is a sin. So if thinking about the sin is a sin, then I was like, I might as well do the shit anyways, right? Like that's what I would say. I was like, well, if I already sinned, why not just do it? You know, like, he honestly did not even have a response for that, because I think he was just surprised that I even asked him that. But still, like, yeah, I never understood. So I think it just really depends. Like, guys, do you think this is cheating? To me, I would feel some type of way about that, because this is when he just happened to be recorded on TikTok. What happens when his ass is not recording on TikTok?
Right.
So, you know, to me, I'm like, no, because you just don't. To me, it's more than that. It means that you have eyes for other people, and if that's the type of relationship that's already talked about, and you know both of you guys are okay with it, then that's understandable. But for just, if I'm not okay with that, I would not want to be in a relationship with someone who's always like has eyes for other people, because if that's the type of relationship they want to be in, then it's America. You know, you can do that, you know? So I never also understand men and women who do that. Like, you don't have to be in this,
I know.
you know, you can be in an open relationship.
But this guy, Davida says he stepped out on her before all this. You can tell. My partner said that to my partner. I always like, tell me from your male perspective. And he had already seen this. He had seen it more than I had. He's like, yeah, you can tell. He's been
definitely. Look at his face right now. You could totally tell. He's like, yeah, that's not cheating. Because, you know, y'all didn't catch me cheating. Like, that's not cheating. You can tell from his face.
Oh my gosh.
But it was disrespectful, because you're a married man. There's certain ways you move, and there's definitely certain ways you don't.
I did not know he was married. Had I known he was married, none of this would even be a thing. It would just be like, okay, let's move on.
Because if the shoe is on the other foot,
You'd be mad because
See?
you know.
That pisses me off. So he already know he did something wrong. He already admits to if the shoe was on the other foot, he would be upset.
Right.
See, no.
That's so weird. Like, how do you do something that you know if your partner did that to you, it would not be acceptable? I don't get that.
Exactly. Like, this is some bullshit. This is the stuff I break up with people. I mean, I can't even tell you, like, this is why I'm probably never going to be in a relationship. Like, this is the shit that I don't like, because I hate when people feel like no one's forcing him. Okay, I get that he has kids, but it's like, if you want
4 kids.
Yeah, I think the healthiest thing is that if you want to date other people, one, it needs to be like, you guys need to communicate that.
A discussion.
Yes. And then you can still, take care of your kids, have a healthy relationship with the baby mama, and still do your own thing. Yeah, this is annoying.
Everybody's looking, and not only you're a good-looking guy, you got the Miami muscles, and you hugging her tight, and so everybody's looking at that.
I know, and it sucked because I knew the video looked so bad, and I told her I wish I could put you in that moment because it was nothing like the video made it look.
From her point of view, she said that you asked her for her phone number and invited her after, and then she also said that she lost your number, and that's why she looked to TikTok to try to find it.
Yeah, honestly, no, she didn't have my number. She didn't even have my real name. I didn't even know they were recording either.
Oh my God. Obviously, you didn't give her your real name. You didn't give her the real number. And she
Right.
lost it.
So that's why he's like, I did, he's thinking it's not that big of a deal. I didn't give her any real information. But
the real question, sorry to cut you off. What were you saying?
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I would say the real question is, are they getting paid for this? Because I'm not about to sit here on camera next to, a man who clearly doesn't have eyes for me anymore doing an interview.
That's
I better
the
be getting
part
paid.
that makes me mad. Like, I couldn't. How could I couldn't? I could not do it. Sit right next to him for an interview. Maybe you can interview only me, but I'm not gonna sit. No,
I think there's coin in this. There's coin. There has to be. Like, there's no way that she's just sitting here voluntarily, or is it just like the clout? Like
I know, like a little key too, like giggling and stuff about it.
I don't know. The only way that I would be caught sitting like in that position is if they were giving me some coin to do that. Not me.
Way off.
All right, Cherie, you rolling your eyes. Cherie.
Because it's hard to say you don't know someone's recording you and you posing for a camera.
Oh, was he posing?
Yeah, they took a picture together.
Oh,
yeah. They posed for the camera.
I feel like it was in his own sense.
Oh, lies. He's still lying. He's still lying.
She kicked me over the head. I get it. It was disrespectful for my marriage and my wife. I get it. But in my head as a man, I'm kind of like, it was so little and innocent. Like, babe, it wasn't nothing like that.
Cherie says it took weeks to figure things out and truly understand what happened that day.
I know what type of man I married. I didn't marry a cheater. I would have never married him.
Are you sure?
Really? Is that what she think out of all of this? Is she serious? Oh, I know what type of man I married. I didn't marry a cheater. He's sitting there smirking and laughing. He has done this. You can tell, like Davida, you said, like you could definitely tell that he's done this. And yeah, I don't know what to say to her other than, good luck. I don't know. Good luck.
But after talking to my parents and praying with them and just trying wrapping my mind around it, and I kept saying I don't want to make an emotional decision, it's a permanent decision off temporary emotions.
Cherie realizing how a 9-second video.
That's what Khloe Kardashian said about Tristan Thompson. She didn't want to make a permanent decision off of a temporary emotion from when she was giving birth to True, and they were like, "Are you really gonna have Tristan in the room with you?" And that's exactly what she said. And it's interesting because Tristan has cheated on her multiple times. I mean, granted, yes, he should have definitely seen the birth of his child, but still, it was very interesting that these two individuals have they use that same quote with spouses
Their
who have or
wandering
partners.
eye spouse.
Yes, it was interesting pointing that out.
TikTok can change everything. She and Aiden will be starting counseling next week. Did you suggest the marriage counseling because of the situation, or would you have chosen to do this if this didn't happen?
This situation, it broke the trust I had for him. So I suggested it.
Aiden, what have you learned? What have you learned, sir?
Oh, number one thing, if you are a married man, please keep women 6 feet away from you on any beach possible. Okay? I want other couples and married couples just to see how all this unfolds. That y'all go through. If y'all strong enough, y'all can get through it. You know, if you strong enough for God first, you can get through it.
Aiden
So
says
dumb.
he's never been a cheater. There's never been infidelity within his marriage. He does say that he is excited for counseling, and his wife.
Can I just say, I love
Excited.
his apartment. I love it. Like, I
Oh,
love
this
it.
man, yes.
Oh yeah. Oh
nice.
yeah. Like all the way down from the painting to the pillows,
Mhm,
the
color
patterns,
scheme.
the fuzzy brown. Like I think
Even
the
the
fuzzy brown
lighting, the
couch.
light bulbs that he's chosen
Yes.
complements the colors.
Yeah,
Mhm.
everything. Honestly, like his whole decoration, it kind of it vibes with like even his skin tone. It just vibes everything. It vibes. Like this is what's up.
I
Even the
like
goddamn
that.
frame. I love this. I love. All right,
Mm.
yeah.
Sheree says he really doesn't have a choice. For TSR Investigates, I'm Justin Carter.
Justin Carter, you got a nice apartment.
Yeah, I have a nice house, Justin.
Mhm.
Hold on a second. Okay, I have to get this
Mhm.
mat. I hated when he was like, "What have you learned from this?" And he said, "Stay 6 feet away from women." Like, sir, that that was
Yeah,
your
because it's the
only
woman.
takeaway.
It's the women.
Yeah, it's yeah, because I'm sure, yeah, if you're just casually just in line and there's a woman in
Mhm.
front of you in line, that would upset your no. Like it's like I don't know, because he even said, you know, to me as a man, I didn't think it was a big deal. So I just feel like he still doesn't get it.
Mhm.
He doesn't.
No,
like,
he doesn't. He actually doesn't. He doesn't realize that he was responsible for all that. But Evangeline said, I noticed that. Hey, Evangeline. Evangeline says, I noticed that too. Nice decor. Hey, Jaden. Hey. Yeah,
But
Davida,
I'm
she's
glad
in denial.
I'm glad they're going to counseling.
Mhm.
Hopefully it's a good counselor. It will reveal to both of them a lot.
Mhm.
So, oh,
Man,
I don't
I
know.
haven't
Do
seen
you
that
believe
TikTok,
him?
but
Do you
I don't
believe him
believe
when he
him.
says that he's never cheated?
No, no, I believe that he's never been caught cheating on camera until now. That's what I believe. I don't believe that.
Yeah, I don't believe him. I feel like he has a certain definition of cheating that he's never
Mhm.
done. I think that's
Right.
what he means when he says he's
Like,
never
like,
cheated.
like, do I believe it's quite possible he actually wasn't like, sexually intimate with someone, but had he
Mhm.
like maybe did some kisses and
Yeah,
whatever, and
there
some
thing.
other things, probably, right?
Yeah.
Probably. So I don't know, but to each their own. It's
Yeah.
not my relationship, so good luck with them.
Well, I just thought that was so funny because I remembered when the lady first put that TikTok out, and it's just so fun. And she even put in the TikTok, I hope he's not married. Oh my
Wow.
gosh. So that was funny.
Well, moving on. Let's do. I was going to talk about Trisha Paytas, but let's do David Dobrik and Jeff Wittek. Let's react. It's like a
Okay.
36-minute video. If it's very slow, I can put it on 1.5 or 2, whatever speed. So let's do that. All right. And for those of you who don't know, long story short, David Dobrik, he was canceled last year because, he was just honestly reckless when he was filming. He never considered his friends and would put them in danger. There was basically sexual assault on one of his videos. And with Jeff Wittek, there was recently, during the pandemic, I mean, we're still in one, but you know what I mean, like the 2020. There was I forgot what kind of machine was it, like a bulldozer or something. But anyways, Jeff got in his accident. He got completely, like, his eye socket was out. Basically, his whole face was damaged. And it was all for David's video. And then later on, Jeff was like, "No, David's my friend. I'm not going to sue, yada, yada, yada." And now we are here to where Jeff is like, "Dear David." And apparently this ain't good. This is not good. And so I'm really excited to see it because I haven't seen it yet. And normally I'd like to watch just a little bit, but I was like, okay, we'll save it.
Yeah, I haven't seen this at all. I just heard through the grapevine that Jeff is calling David out. I know David has a TV show. That's what I heard. So I just feel like
yeah, like he has so he's on the Discovery. I even saw the other day on a bus, like David Dobrik on the Discovery Channel. And I wonder if David never asked Jeff, "Hey, do you want to join me on this Discovery Channel?" Because I haven't watched it, but I've seen like clips on YouTube and stuff, and he has his other friends on this thing. So it kind of looks like he was able to choose who he wanted on this show. I know he has the other one who sexually assaulted someone, Jason Nash. So he has Jason Nash on there, and then he has what's the one who they always call dumb?
Dirty Dom?
No, dumb. I know that's kind of similar. The one that like the one you guys know what I'm talking about.
I don't know these guys.
They always like make fun of him. Whatever, it'll come to me. But they have like all these people, iconic people in his vlogs on the Discovery Channel. So I wonder if
I would be so mad. Because basically I'm looking at what it is on the Discovery Channel website. It is basically the Vlog Squad on all expense paid trip.
Yeah.
Basically for every episode.
Yeah,
I would be so mad.
Pretty much. And fun fact, Jeff Wittek used to date Sierra Ramirez from Good Trouble. Sierra Ramirez from The Fosters. You know the show The Fosters? She was a Hispanic child.
Sierra Ramirez.
Oh, Jonah, the dumb, like he's not dumb, but Jonah is what they, refer to as the dumb one.
Oh, she's pretty.
Thanks, Jay. Yeah, that's what he used to date her while he was in the Vlog Squad. Jeff Wittek.
She's pretty.
Yeah, Jeff Wittek used to date her. Now she's on Good Trouble, and I can't wait to watch this season. That didn't come out yet, but yeah. Okay, let's watch. Oh, this has improved because his first few episodes, I was like, this sucks. But apparently, we're on episode 38, so it's improved a lot. Yeah. I'm one to talk because our podcast isn't anything like,
we can't figure out. We can't even figure out how to do the regular podcast stuff.
I know. We can't figure it out. Here's my thing. Jeff already had like a team. He had employees and shit. And I was like, this is what you can come up with when you have employees and when you have money. This is it. Because remember, what was he getting the top pay? Oh, Patreon. He was Patreon's #1 top payer when that whole thing came out. So I was like, I knew he was getting all this coin, and I was like, this is the best. So yeah, I was kind of holding him up to a higher standard than us. Yes, I was. But it's improved from for sure.
We don't take any days off over here. I am on a lot of drugs.
Oh my gosh, I want a house like that.
I do too. But keep in mind, he revealed that he wears shades ever since his accident. He's really not that confident about his eye.
Oh yeah, I totally noticed. Like every time, I remember he was on the Frenemies podcast and he's wearing sunglasses. So I'm like,
yeah. Yeah.
I didn't know what was up with his eye. And then I saw some video of, he always keeps that eye closed. I'm like, oh damn. He's really insecure about it.
Yeah, he is. And it's still life-changing because that eye, I think, is always just going to be a little bit more smaller.
It's going to be like that. But I hope he doesn't feel too bad because it doesn't look that bad. Like,
It doesn't.
you know,
But because we all know, we're like, oh.
But I understand, like, I can't imagine how many surgeries and visits to the doctor, like that kind of thing, that like you just have this problem and you just have to keep going and going to get it fixed. It hurts. Like it really dings you.
No, I bet. I would never want to be in that. I feel bad for him. I would never, my poor ass, let me stay over here. I'm happy for everything that I have. I'm good. I'm happy I have like everything, I'm good. So I'm blessed. And, honestly, I think it's sad what happened to him, but you know what? Jeff has been through it. He almost was going to be in prison. I mean, he's gone through so many things, and it's like, it's good that he's here. It's good that he's alive. So, there's that.
Guys, which camera am I looking at? It doesn't matter. I just had eye surgery, so I will be doing this podcast.
Damn, he's been having a real quick. He's had so many eye surgeries. Damn.
Yep.
Wow.
Over and over. Yeah.
Wow.
That's
I think I
so
saw like 3 or
frustrating.
4 videos of him saying, I just had eye surgery. Wow. Okay.
I'll be doing this podcast on a little bit of drugs. It's the end of my pain meds. Tomorrow, the stitch will be coming out of my eye. I'm a little worried because I have a little bit of anesthesia brain, and that happens after surgery, after they knock you out. As Dr. Amen would say, my brain was a 7 out of 10 because all the times I had anesthesia. So right now, I think I'm working with about a 6.5, a 6 maybe.
Well, then you seem a little like droopy. Is that the word?
Like
groggy.
I know a lot of you guys are like, take a day off, take a week off, don't always work, but I am having a time.
Shit. Jay said this was his 9th surgery. Are you fucking kidding me?
Damn.
What? Oh my gosh. Are you Udoka, did you ever see exactly what happened to his eye?
I saw some footage of him swinging from the machine, and then I saw him fall, but I didn't see like what it looked like right after.
Hold on, let me show you real quick. YouTube. So I ended up posting it, and then it was on my channel for like 45 days until YouTube put a yellow on it, limited it. It's actually still one of my top. Never mind. Because I showed it because it was like Jeff said he didn't like people showing it, but I showed it. I think this is it right here. Okay, this is it. Let me change the stop screen. Oh, David goes. He has a few more to go. Oh shit.
Dang.
I would be mad at David too. Here he gets to have a Discovery Channel, and I'm still getting like my 9th fucking surgery. Yeah. Okay, so this is it.
Oh.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Can you see it?
Ooh.
I feel like nobody had an answer what was going to happen, and all I kept saying is, God, please just watch over him and make sure that he's okay.
When I woke up in the hospital, I was in shock. I was in a lot of pain. I tore some ligaments in my leg. I broke my foot. I broke my hip. I shattered 9 places. I shattered my eye socket. I almost lost my eye, and I almost died. The only thing you want to do when you wake up.
Oh shit.
So I think that was it. I think. Okay.
There's one artist that I think is very powerful. She doesn't really like me, and that's all right. But
yeah, 100%
she's
Sue.
really cool. I mean,
the dude
I
is
do
not your
think
friend
her message
anymore,
is very
obviously.
There's one artist that.
Oh my gosh. I'm trying to get out of this. I think that was it. Yeah, that was it. Okay, yeah. Let's go back to this. Davida says, I've had eye surgery once. Shit is scary. I feel for him. Yeah,
Mhm.
I don't know, man. I can't. Like I said, I'm just grateful. Come on, get it together. There we go.
In my life, I'm out here with my boys, my team. We don't have Jason Nash
Yeah.
today. He couldn't make it. He's down in LA, but he sent me a nice text. He checked in on me, and I
Oh,
love.
okay. So Jason checked in on him. Jason Nash. So he make sure he mentions that a minute in that Jason Nash is one of the people that did check in. Good for Jason. I mean, I still think he's also a piece of shit, but still good for him for checking in on Jeff. Yeah.
Yeah, on your
That-
friend.
The last surgery that I have to do.
Nice.
I don't want to do too much surgery talk. I'm going to get it all out of the way. I know you guys might have some questions about it. It was a gnarly surgery. They had to move my eyeball forward, so that it was about a 30% chance that I would have woke up blind from the surgery in that eye. But everything went great. I woke up. The doctor was like, "Man, you know what? I was worried about this one, but it actually turned out great. I impressed myself." So we're looking,
I would not
a
want my
good,
doctor to
positive
say that.
future. I'm excited for Steven. I'm gonna need you to carry today, man.
No, I don't want to interrupt. I'm like feeling like where I should like pitch in, but I just don't want to like interrupt your like health talk about your head.
So do you still have metal in your face?
They put 2 tiny plates in, but they took out that big gnarly one.
So is that plate going to be there for life?
That plate may be there for life, yeah. And they also took one out here that was in
So
my
you have
jaw.
less plates now.
I have less metal in my face.
So now there's less metal plates in your face. That means your face is more fragile. So that
No,
means
no,
if
my face is solid, bro.
No, that means if I cracked you across this couch right now,
You'd break
whole
your
face
hand.
would shatter.
First of all, you wouldn't be able to hit me because my head moves too slick and quick. You're
right. I'm sorry.
Let's do the
See,
weather
this
check.
is why, like I said, I know we're not one to talk, but still, this is why I could never sit through his podcast because I can't, I don't, it's just not for me. It's
The
not for
chatting
me.
with these other boys.
Yeah, it's not for me. I could
That's
care
what all
less.
the podcasts do, though. They chat with the people.
I know, but I guess it's just not interesting to me.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
I have no idea who these boys are.
Mhm.
So I'm not really interested.
Me neither. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know who you are. I don't know. But this is why I can never. I only sat through 2 of them, and then it's all
Or something.
clips.
Let's just get straight into that. We're here in Utah. Let's check the weather out.
Fuck. Oh, what the?
What's going on, pal? How?
There's fucking crows.
Where are you, and how is the weather over there? Where are you?
Where is it? Where are
I've
you?
been outside for 3 hours, Jeff.
Okay,
Waiting for you guys
he's
to
actually
start the
here.
fucking
He's
show.
Skip to when
He's
he
here
starts
with
talking
us.
about
Hmm?
Dear David.
I have no idea when he starts, but I don't want to Okay,
Well, it's not going to
so-
be during this weather thing.
Let's see.
That perception fucked up. I couldn't look at this view correctly. I keep having to go like this.
Keep that music going.
You know, Jeff, I'm really sorry that this has happened. And I wish no more surgeries upon you.
Is he?
this
Is this
fucking
like
sucks.
Thank
a
you.
bit?
It's not so bad. I'm used to it now, and
I don't know. Let me see.
fine having you guys around.
I think
It's
that
nice-
guy's just doing
nice
that because
seeing you
Jeff's eye is
go
closed.
through that, even though you didn't have to. And I begged you to take it off. And I'm begging you, please take it off. Let me know how it feels.
Here we go, guys.
For more than 30 years and trusted
this is
over
the sponsor.
430. I didn't want to discuss some of these serious topics because it would invalidate them if I was on a bunch of drugs. And, I kicked them. I'm back on me, baby. And I got some important stuff to say. And I got Cody here. He's going to be sitting in as my publicist. You may know him from when we picked him up from prison, but he's more than just a prisoner and an inmate. But now you're a person, you're rehabilitated, and I'm happy to have you here as my we're trying you out a publicist, I guess. Some stuff came out on a Patreon live stream. It was supposed to be more private to just 100 people, but
Whatever. I'm so tired of people faking anything you put on. I mean, let's be real. Yes, we should all respect the privacy, and I hate everyone who. You know what? I'm actually a hypocrite too because I like Jeff. I don't believe for a second though for Jeff Wittek to put his injuries on Patreon and expected it to be there. Like for Jeff, I didn't expect that. You know what I mean? Like I did not expect that, because now I'm thinking about like, Hello Leash and how her Patreon is now, public and stuff. But generally speaking, even these people know that once they put it out on Patreon, that it's probably going to be everywhere. Now I hate so now I'm like, is it right? No, it's absolutely not right. But I think he knew what I'm trying to say is I think this is kind of like a performance. Like we put it out for Patreon just for a few people to see it, and it got public. Like no way, because at one point he was like the #1 earning person on Patreon. So there's no way you thought. What I'm trying to say is you're lying. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say there's no way like you generally thought that was just going to be by itself. You knew anytime you mentioned David Dobrik in your vlogs, and they even made a joke about it, that his views would go up, everything goes up. So it's like, come on. Come on.
It's got leaked out. Now it's world news. We're going to war with Russia. It's World War III. And breaking news is that I unfollowed David Dobrik on Instagram. He is a slimy fuck.
Fuck. I can't even get a job because of you. Fucking expose my life to 20 million people. Who needs to put a job application anymore?
I did that. In all fairness, I did make a video on you getting out of prison too.
Yeah. So fuck.
One time we were at Air One, and it's a very high-end grocery store.
It's like a fancy Vons.
Overpriced.
They recognized Cody from the vlog where they picked him up from prison. And Cody, this is just like a Staten Island thing where you'll like grab like a cookie and start eating it
in the supermarket,
and then you keep the wrapper and pay for it on the way out. But they came over and tried to lock Cody up because of his reputation that was given to him.
Honestly, really? Because I didn't remember who this guy was. Like I didn't remember who he was.
I don't know who this guy is.
Me neither. Like I would know who Jeff Wittek is if you walked into the grocery store. I wouldn't know who this dude is. Whatever. I think they noticed Jeff, and then maybe they put him together. Like, I don't know. Hey Aiden.
By DD.
For a $7 fucking cookie.
They profiled you.
Yeah.
But we're back, and I want to just talk about some stuff. I want to get through some points because I've been protecting this guy for so long.
I don't know why.
And there's so much more to the story than just him not texting me for a week after I had such a drastic surgery where I could have been blind. But I just didn't plan on that getting ripped because on Patreon we have that audience of maybe 100 people.
Dude, like, stop.
Like
you know what it is.
It felt really good to get that off my chest. It felt good to get that out there. It felt good to hit that unfollow button. I woke up from surgery and a day goes by, no text from him. Another day goes by, no text. I look at his Instagram because it's the first one that always fucking pops up, his algorithm or whatever. And it's just him like, oh, I'm so happy with my life right now, my vlogs and everything. Just promoting his vlog. And
see, that's what I thought. That's how I always felt. Like, this is what people were expecting Jeff to feel like when this shit first happened. Now, Jeff is really waking up and smelling the coffee here. And it's like, wait, this dude does not give a fuck. He does not give two shits about me. He doesn't care about anyone but himself. He cares about his reputation. And I bet you, for some disgusting reason, David Dobrik blames Jeff Wittek. In my opinion, I believe David Dobrik blames Jeff Wittek for also his cancellation as well. Because I believe David thought he can get away with Dirty Dom because that technically wasn't him. He could probably get away with it. But with Jeff Wittek, Jeff, I genuinely truly believe that David hates Jeff for his reputation. That's what I believe. And I think Jeff is just like any other victim. And he's now like processing, like, this is what happened. And it takes a while for you to really realize what's going on, what's going on. And so now Jeff is waking up and he's smelling the coffee, the roses. Oh, wait, was it the roses? Was that what the saying was? Smelling the roses, not the coffee?
Yeah, wake up and smell the roses, but you can say wake up and smell the coffee too.
I know. I know, but I think that's what I was kind of going for, but whatever. Y'all get it.
I was just like, you got time to do this, but you can't text me and be like, hey, did you go blind or not from my actions? I just want to fucking tell the truth finally. Like I gave this motherfucker so many chances. Even now, a week later, I still haven't heard a peep. I've been posting shit on Instagram because it feels good. Because you fucked me so bad mentally and physically that this is how I cope now.
You're not holding back no more.
No, I'm not holding back anymore.
Don't hold back.
I'm kind of pissed off that, even in the documentary we made, we sugarcoated it. There was so much more
I
that
can
could've
tell.
said, but I tried to protect this guy for so long.
Everyone was saying that. Like everyone, I feel like everyone is just like, yeah, Jeff. Everyone was saying, everyone was like, Jeff is being too nice here. Even Ethan Klein was like, he watched it and was like, you could tell Jeff, could say more, but he's not. Like, everyone.
It takes time to see people's true colors. Even me and this guy right here, we've had horrible fights. We fist fought each other. We grew up together. We've had moments where we didn't speak for years, but we always seem to find each other and come back and meet at a moral ground. We can talk things out and communicate. But at this point, I've just completely given up, and it feels good,
I think that you're just more like going through a lot of emotions because at some point you did click out with these kids, and even like not to sound emotional or anything, because the best thing that you ever did for me was to distance yourself from me, because then I was able to find myself and find my path. But I think like it hurts you more the most because
you were on a lot of drugs. You were robbing people. You were doing all
no, I'm
crazy
talking about when I
stuff.
got out of prison.
Oh yeah, and then that was a different thing there.
Then,
How many
I
downfalls
just
does
feel
this
like
guy have?
You're just more hurt because you are a good guy and you are a sincere friend.
But that's the thing. I do see the best in people, and I do. It's funny that you're here today because we didn't plan this. I was just going nuts on Instagram. You called me. You're like, "Yo, this shit's funny that you're fucking going."
I love
going
this
off.
shit. I love this shit.
Pull that mic closer so you don't have to.
I
Keep
love
doing
this shit.
that. It's a funny coincidence that you are here on the show today because we've been through so much, and you are a terrible person. And so was I. But as a human, it's okay to make mistakes.
Yeah.
But look what you did. You realized what you did was wrong. You had a lot of time in prison to think about it. And, sometimes people just need to realize that they're making some mistakes and you learn from them and grow. And that's what life's about. Some people don't have that empathy in them. They are too narcissistic to believe they can do any wrong. And that's what I've realized. And that's why I regret sugarcoating this documentary to where I tried to salvage this person's career and image because I thought he was a friend and I thought he had good in him.
This Hollywood shit, smoking mirrors.
There's more to why I'm pissed off and why I'm lashing out and why I'm finally speaking up than just him not texting me. I could get over that. I realized over the past few months and years of him not giving a fuck that would probably happen. I'm not surprised. And I'll be dealing with shit for her life. So, I don't expect him to text me every year. I could be 8 years old and go through another eye surgery and have him fucking text me. Yeah, I get that. The real reason I was mad, it's going to come out publicly in a month anyway, but David filmed the documentary and the producer of the documentary, creator of the documentary, director, whatever you want to call it, he called me, FaceTimed me to show me the clip of the interview when David addressed the situation with the crane. And he said that it was my fault. David blamed me for the crane, insinuated that I was crazy. I always want to push it. And I'm the reason.
We all saw the video, David.
When that's complete bullshit. There's 20 people on the beach, witnesses. I have fucking 6 terabytes of footage of you asking me, begging me to go out there and do the thing again. And that you would spin it slow. You just want to take me out there because it's more scenic and it looks better on camera. It's more cinematic. And just to hear him sit there and say that, I was like in shock at first because I'm looking at it over FaceTime and I just couldn't believe that he would say that. Not only does he not really give a fuck, but imagine you smash somebody's skull in, they take it on the chin, they don't sue you, they don't fucking press charges. I mean, anything I would.
Real quick, this is like life for Jeff, so he could still press charges. Do it.
Yeah, he can.
Yeah, like, and I'm sure it doesn't even have to be about the money, but just do it. Because every single time that he gets upset how David wasn't really a great friend, he can think about the coin. You know what I mean? Like, okay, at least I got him with this. At least, like, 'cause to me, these people are all rich. So to me, I just think, the money is more accountability. The money is more like it's a document also that's going to say like, okay, no, David was responsible for this. So yeah, and I think Jeff should still do it. Yeah, he should sue him with every single thing. Sue him.
Nearly died. I came an inch from death and an inch from going blind. I'll have lifelong brain injuries and saved from fucking everything. You would have got deported. You would have got put in jail for manslaughter. Could have got sued for everything. I took it on the chin, and then to see this, and that just made me completely lose all respect for this guy. It was all hope that he could ever turn around and become a better person. You know, I know he does a lot on video. He gives away cars and shit like that. But, you know, doing stuff on video and doing things in real life are two completely different things. You know what I mean? The fake shit.
I know exactly what you mean. That's why I stay away from it.
Yeah.
I don't condone that shit.
I honestly, I don't even know how much we could get into yet. I will. We'll see how things play out. But I'm just saying, like, imagine a fucking, imagine a fucking friend nearly killing you. You keep your mouth shut for a year. Let everybody make fun of you. Don't say shit. Keep the thing a secret. Now the documentary's over and you don't got to cover your ass anymore. You don't got to worry about what we're going to post because you think the stories are already out there. I regret doing this too. But this is me being a loyal friend. I let him pass through the edit of the doc and take out anything that made him look bad. That day I came home from surgery, I was sitting on the couch, laying there with blood coming out of my eye on fucking anesthesia, completely a vegetable. And he came in here, ran right into the editing bay, and all he cared about was editing to clean up the fucking video to cover up that this happened.
Of course. Like, I mean, nothing here Jeff is saying is like mind-blowing, mind-shocking. Like, everyone was saying it. I mean, we didn't know that David was sitting here and, like, you know, personally editing everything out to make himself look good, but we knew the video was shit. We knew the video was sugarcoating. We knew Jeff was being nice. He was being a air quote friend. So, you know, sue him. So that way, every single time,
it's confirming what we already suspected.
Yeah, like I don't know how much. Let me see. How much is David Dobrik worth? Let's see. David Dobrik net worth. I'm just gonna look on my phone because it's easier. David Dobrik net worth. All right, so David Dobrik is worth says 25 million or 34. I don't know. I have one that says 25, one that says 34. Sue him for 10. I don't know. But sue his ass. Like, no, because honestly, if that was me and I was rich and stuff, I still would sue him because every single time I think about my eye, I could at least be like at peace with, well, you know,
we took responsibility.
Right. And at the time, if the state still wants to press charges against David Dobrik, they can do that. You know, the state, because the state has to, because David Dobrik operated a thing without a license. I forgot whatever the hell that it was. Was it a bulldozer?
No.
Either way, whatever he operated, a crane. Okay, there we go. Sorry. A crane that he operated, you need a state license for that, which he didn't have. So the state can press charges. So there's that could be a criminal charge. And then Jeff can press like civil, you know? So I think they should still pursue it. I think everyone should pursue it.
You can't cover it up. It's once shit happens, accidents happen, you can't cover it up. But what you can do is learn to do the right thing after. And that little kid shit saying, oh, I'm 18, he's a kid, I don't know how to deal with these things. You're 26, you're an adult, and life sometimes gets hard, and you need to learn to deal with it. I know this is a different type of podcast, and I'm not trying to lecture people. It's just an emotional thing. You know, I had my face smashed in, and the one thing I asked from him was to not blame me for it. I don't want to look like a clout chasing idiot when you asked me to go out on there. You begged me to come out there. After a couple of days in the hospital, I'm still in shock. When I leave the hospital, my face is a fucking balloon. He gets a call from Kourtney Kardashian. He pens the phone over to me. I'm in the passenger seat, and he goes, look, he did something stupid. It took a second to realize, like, it's Kourtney Kardashian. I'm not going to be like, oh, fucking, what? No, he fucking did it. I didn't say anything. I kept my mouth shut. But I told him after when we were alone, I said, look, that call, that's not how this is going to go. I'll take this on the chin. I'll eat this. I'll believe it was an accident and I'll try my best to forgive. But if you go around saying that this was not your fault and you try to put it on the other guy, who's me, and say that this was my fault, these life-altering injuries, then there's going to be problems. That's where the switch flips.
He's trying to like make a joke out of your injury.
Because now he said in a documentary that even the director was so shocked that he had to call me. He hadn't shown anybody. And this guy who's editing it and making this, he's not showing David, supposedly. He won't give him any chances to edit anything. And it's just going to be real. And he was just so shocked that he could, because he knows the whole story. He's been there from day one, and he knows how everything went down. I'm done. I'll just keep it real. I thought, maybe I'll just crack jokes on him for the rest of my life, and eventually I'll learn to forgive.
So there's this documentary that's coming out. Another one. So it's David's. I'm confused what this is because to me, this is definitely David doesn't have control because this dude said that he wasn't going to show David the clip or anything like that. So whatever David said, which is something along the lines of this was Jeff's fault, will be aired a month from now is what I'm getting at. So unless I'm just not understanding this correctly, either way, I would definitely like to see that footage because I believe it. We all believe it.
Yeah,
David, I feel like when a lot of us learned that he was on the Discovery Channel, none of us were like, yay for David for coming back. I don't have David in the vlog squad on any of my shit. I made sure, I'm not uninterested. None of that. He doesn't show up anywhere because I don't want to see any of his shit. I don't want to see anything because I am so you gotta grow up and take some accountability, some responsibility. And to me, the first thing I would have said, well, he probably also has lawyers and his heirs, never apologize, never admit that it was your fault or anything like that. But it's just, this is sad. This is sad that this was a friendship and this is how may I like to reiterate, y'all are rich people. So it's why wouldn't you be like, hey, I'm gonna pay for this, this, and this? Because I can understand if you don't have the coin, but at least can you at
take
least
care
pretend?
of each other?
Yeah, at least pretend to give a fuck. At least set your phone. Hey, call Jeff at this time because I have to do it. At least do something. Pay for all of his shit. Pay for his fucking transportation to the shit. Pay for everything because it is your fault. Your fucking fault. It's called David Dobrik in the fucking vlog squad. You know what I mean? So it just pisses me off every time when I hear about this because that's his face and it was his fault. Oh, that would piss me off too, and he didn't even hit my face.
And he'll grow up, but it's just not happening.
You kind of enabled him to
Well, I gave him a chance.
You thought you being a good
You gave him a
friend,
lot of
being loyal,
chances.
you basically covered it up.
Years of
and then
chances.
for his own selfish ways and not to take any kind of accountability, he basically believed in his mind that you were truly responsible just to get guilt off the
I know psychopaths can believe their own lies. Liar, a good lying piece of
Keep
shit.
in mind, though, I feel bad for Jeff because he was the same dude who also gave that chick who was scamming everyone, his credit card. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just feel he seems like a genuinely nice dude. I'm sure everyone has a piece of shits to them. You know what I mean? Everyone's a piece of shit somewhere inside of them. But I feel like genuinely speaking, he's a nice dude. And I just feel I'm glad that he has a platform where he's able to be like, no, this is what went down. And none of us were, once again, we were still trying to just kind of, I don't even know, because it wasn't me. I wasn't still liking David Dobrik. I'm still ill. I never was like, oh, let me give him a chance or maybe I'll watch this. I was never any of that stuff. I even told my 12-year-old brother, please don't watch David Dobrik.
Jay is saying
he's so funny.
The documentary is Casey Neistat's documentary.
Who's that?
Casey Neistat is the guy who basically invented vlogging on YouTube.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad I can't wait to see that. We're gonna react to that.
Really so is it Casey who's saying I'm not letting David touch? Casey absolutely would not let. Casey does not let anybody touch his stuff. So that would be interesting.
Oh, wait, was that the dude that did something with Gabby Hanna or no? Or is that another person?
Did he? Wait, let me see.
Is that the guy that has like kind of a long hair? No.
No, he doesn't have long hair.
Oh, okay, then never mind. I'm
I
thinking
don't
about
think he's
someone else.
ever done anything with Gabby Hanna.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking about someone else then. I don't know. I'll go get these people later.
Is when you really believe your own lies so
Yeah.
much that you start saying it out loud and you trick yourself into believing your own lies.
Yeah.
Sociopaths. But
He basically chose his own career over your friendship.
Mhm.
Well, there was no
of
friendship.
course,
Friends
but-
wouldn't do this.
you know,
Friends wouldn't do
there's
this.
not a day that goes by that I don't think about why he took me out there and spun that so fast. Because we never agreed that we were supposed to go that fast. It
I
was
think
supposed to
he
be the
had some
same as
type of
Corinna.
animosity towards you.
This is where everything went wrong. And this is the one fucked up thing where I kind of see the line of an accident and intentional fucking, I mean, it's blurred. But he asked me to come out there 3, 4, 5, 6 times, asked me to go out there one more time just because it was more scenic. And we were supposed to go slow. The water was 1 foot deep. If I would have flown off that thing, it's a lose-lose. I die that way because I'm going 60 miles per hour. I would have flown fucking 100 yards and died in the 1 foot water that way. Or I brace for impact and just pray. I had no choice once I started swinging.
Kind of think it was intentional because
So these thoughts crossed my mind. But if he's around, I don't want to talk about it all day, every day. But if he's just around and tries to be a good friend, then I can get past that. But everybody still says to this day, you made a decision to get on that rope, which I understand. I did make a decision, and I'll have to live with that. It was a stupid one. I was never the one to fucking do the stupid stunts. But in this situation, I was on a high from skydiving. He got me at that moment. An accident did happen, and that's fine because accidents do happen in life. We both fucked up many times. We've both done terrible shit.
The real question is why? How come David wasn't on that rope? You know, like
David
what?
never puts himself in,
Of course,
the danger.
Mm-hmm. Like I want to see your ass on that. I mean, I'm not saying I want to see him get hurt, but I'm just saying, like, why isn't that he never participates in any of his stunts? Like, why is he never? He's never the one. There's always something wrong. When he wanted to get his friends drunk, but he was never drunk. You don't trust that guy. That's the guy who you don't trust at the party. The guy who doesn't drink but wants to see everyone else get drunk or drink.
That is actually
you don't trust
really
that guy.
creepy.
You kick that guy out of the party. That's you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit. But we've came a long way. Perfect example. Logan Paul was a huge influence, huge star. Fucked up. Took a long time off. Learned from his mistakes, and now he's a respectable guy. You know, he's come a long way. David nearly killed me. Came back posting immediately while I had my face smashed in, lost all my jobs, couldn't work for a year, and posted like nothing never happened. Doing TikToks, doing house tours, and comes right back like this is everybody else is crazy on the internet. I'm not. I'm the sane one. Why is everybody mad at me for?
I don't know. I think anybody would like swinging somebody from a crane would have been a little bit more delicate with an actual human. That machine is heavy equipment. Like they use it for demolition. It's just insane.
We even got into it afterwards. But you told me I was an idiot for getting on it.
Yeah, I was kind of upset. I should have never said that, but I was just more like,
no, it's cool.
I was more like, hurt, like, damn, why the fuck would you do that? But it was like, I get it. Like, you know, it was just shit being done, heat of the moment, like, you know, peer pressure, content. And it's just like, shit was just happening. Like, I probably would have like done something. I'd done stupid shit too. Like, you know, without.
Yeah, you just caught me at an emotional time.
Yeah.
And then that's why our
Like, you
friendship
know,
kind of.
I was just more mad. That happened to you.
I wish other people that did it had feelings towards it.
I don't know. I really don't. I'm not like an influencer, and like I kind of like there's few influencers that I watch and follow. I kind of fucking don't really like the social media shit because I feel like it's all fake bullshit. Like I get it, it's the world that we live in nowadays, but people show you who they are by editing what they want to show you, so it's never real. They could just cut, they could snip. It's like plastic surgery, you know. Everybody got fucking plastic surgery in Hollywood, and then they try to like downplay somebody that's can't afford nice teeth or like.
I had to eat Botox jokes, bad botched up plastic surgery jokes for years, and I'm fine with that. I could take jokes, but I'm just saying I'm fucking let down. It just sucks because there's a lot of other friends involved that I really love, and you know, I got out of a breakup and jumped right into this friend group that I love so much. It was just such perfect time because I was in such a bad spot, such a low point in my life, and I found all these guys. And it sucks that I might lose some of them. Hopefully, some of them are smart enough to realize that, you know, just realize right and wrong because I feel like it's obvious here.
I wonder what is his relationship like? Because, you know, like basically Jason Nash is up David Dobrik's ass always and forever. So I wonder how he still feels. He did give him like a minute and 19 seconds into his video. He did give him a shout out. So I wonder behind the scenes, what is Jason saying to him? Like, you know, 'cause I would feel some like, you can't control obviously who people speak to, but I would just feel some type of way with Jason being up David's ass constantly and always, and still also having a friendship with Jeff as well. You know,
I know,
like,
yeah.
That's like a different dynamic thing. But oh, anyone who is watching, give this video a thumbs up.
Yes, and let us know what you think so far.
More stuff that happened. I don't know if we'll leave this in or not, but fucking
Casey Neistat just like my Instagram post.
That's big.
I love that guy. That guy made me do triathlons. That guy is actually a full Ironman.
Do you notice how he went from social media? Oh my God! Oh, Casey just liked my Instagram post. Like, I'm just saying, like that was just really fast. That did look like an edit as well. It didn't look like it just happened, but still, I thought it was funny. Like, I hate this whole social media thing.
Just talking about how
I just hated it. Oh, Casey just like my Instagram post. So,
okay. He also made a documentary and showed me a clip recently that really pissed me off. But he did it because he respects me and he's my boy. So he showed me just to prepare me for what's coming and to prepare David for what's coming.
Shout out to Casey Neistat. I love that guy.
So yeah, my beef with David, the fact that he is a scumbag friend, a fake friend. Now that the documentary's over, doesn't give a fuck, doesn't text me, doesn't check in. At this last surgery, there was literally the doctor said, we have to move your eye 3 millimeters. We're gonna do 2.5. So we have a half a millimeter of slack. That's fucking this much to go blind. And I couldn't get a text. That's one reason. The other reason, him saying now, flipping the script, saying that, oh, it was fucking Jeff's idea. He's crazy. Complete bullshit. That's number 2. Number 3, they're supposed to cover the hospital bills. Slacked because whatever the fuck they're doing, making stupid vlogs. They didn't pay attention to something that's, I would think it's pretty important here because the bills go to my name. And our agreement was just cover the hospital bills. I don't care about anything else.
No, care about everything else. No, care about everything else. Cover the hospital bills and everything else. That means transportation. That means like anything you need regarding your eye. And just, I mean, pay for the fucking shades. Pay for the glasses and everything. Shit. I don't know. Pay for eye cream. Pay for everything.
Lost from not being able to work or anything like that. But I got a bill that wasn't paid that I didn't know about because I'm not dealing with it. I've been my assistant deal with it, and he goes with David's team, and they didn't pay a fucking bill. I got an infraction on my credit now. I go to get a house, and I can't get a loan because now I have another. So just like things are piling up over and over again, and just try a little bit. For those who think I'm trolling or I'm fucking
why don't
crazy,
you need to
on
sue at this
Instagram,
point?
honestly,
Because if
give
you
a fuck
sue,
because it's the best
then
I've
the
felt
court
in a
can take
while.
care of all of that.
Sue like for $10 million.
At this point, I mean, I get everything off your chest, but if I don't hear that you're suing anytime soon, I'm going to be irritated.
Well, okay, so let's be real. I'm sure that we need Emily Baker, but I'm sure that what's his name is David Dobrik. That's an LLC, like smart YouTubers do. So that's a business. So he could only sue basically off of how much money David Dobrik and the Vlog Squad made. A ton. So sue. Oh man. I'm sure he probably is already in the process. Let's be real. Before he even did this video, he must have had been like, you know, I think there's also a reason why he's saying this, just to be honest with us, tell us what's up. But we won't be so alarmed and so surprised when there's a lawsuit.
Yeah.
So I think he's probably gonna sue.
While getting all this shit off my chest, it feels good to cut bad people out of your life, and it took a while to see it. I don't blame anybody out there if you're dealing with a scumbag. I felt like this guy was a fucking scumbag at times, but people come around, people change, and I for the longest time gave him the benefit of the doubt that he would come along and change.
All this situation is just give you clarity. It usually takes things like this.
It's ironic that
not to throw shade, but I don't trust his friend either. I don't know
this guy.
Yeah, I don't know who he is.
Yeah, I don't know him, but
no, he just I don't know, gives me wrong vibes. I don't trust him either.
I know.
And mind you guys, the only thing I'm going off of, so actually don't really listen to me because the only thing I'm going off of is I don't trust social media, and then just that I don't know. I don't know.
I fucking had an eye injury, but now I see clearer than ever.
Yeah, it gave you a better fifth eye, third eye. It opened up what you weren't seeing. Your judgment was clouded. The fame, the shit, the going out, the partying, the making money together. Your judgment gets clouded after a while, and then you forget what's real and what's not. And friend is such a strong word to throw around. I never tell people, somebody told me oh, we're friends, and I had to correct them. I'm like, no, we're not friends. We're acquaintances. Friends, somebody I can really, really trust.
Yeah.
I realized my friends when I went to jail.
Yeah.
And when I was in the hospital, before I went to jail, Jeff showed up in the hospital room when I was on my deathbed for 21 days with tubes coming out my chest.
I sent you money for contraband and commissary.
Yeah, for cell phones and stuff. But
that got you more time added on.
But being in the hospital was worse than being in prison, because in the hospital I actually was dying and I felt helpless. And I was on meds, and the doctor was telling me, whatever you're doing, you're gonna die at 27 years old. And I just remember you being in the hospital room, and really see who stops their life to come fucking out of their way to visit you.
Well, we used to share a bed together. When we moved out here, we literally slept in the same bed like brothers. We were in our trap house. I would wake up to your disgusting fucking weed smelling breath because you smoke so much weed at night, and it would just be like you just had such bad health, and you wouldn't take care of yourself back then. And so you're a complete opposite now. You look great. You're healthy. You're sober. It helps a lot of people. His Instagram's very big on mental health and advice, and he shares a lot of those memes, like those David Goggins and Gary Vee type of things. And sometimes I skip through them because I don't give a fuck to read them.
Yeah.
But they might be helping somebody. So
if I can help them person, I'm happy.
I don't like them, but somebody does.
Sneak in the back door. They come in disguised as a bad opportunity, but it's actually the best opportunity in your life. And if anything from this situation, it's made me establish my own team, a crew of people that I love, I get along with. We all fucking support each other. We just don't have to rely on anybody else. My videos are about haircuts and mental health and doing the right thing. And that's it. And that's the message we want to spread. And sorry, this podcast was broken up into 2 parts. I just didn't feel right doing it the way I was earlier. I looked back at the footage and I was all loopy. I was angry at that time. And I'm still, now more, I'm just kind of relieved of the whole situation. I'm excited for the future, and I'm ready for war, baby. I'm having fun. I'm in my fucking Kanye phase. I'm about to start posting these things in all caps.
I think he's suing. I'm sure he made other things. I'm sure he made other things.
War.
I know, ready for war. War is a strong. Oh my gosh, especially with Ukraine and Russia. Oh my gosh. Real talk, real quick. I don't know. I think it's important for us to see these videos that are coming in, but fuck, this one girl. Never mind. But I was just seeing a lot on Twitter and with all these videos, and my heart goes out to everyone in Ukraine. Damn. Then I saw these newborns. I think it was on TMZ. They were moving newborn babies. I'm like, really?
They were what? Moving the babies?
yeah, they were moving like the newborn babies because they didn't want, you know, the hospital or whatever to blow up and stuff. So they were moving them. And another thing too is like I always think about this stuff too, because I always think, okay, well, if Biden sent our troops to Germany, some to Germany, and we're not really like in the war, are they going to start throwing missiles this way? Because, you know, I live in like, you know, that New York area. And let me tell you, when 9/11 happened, there was a bunch of smoke everywhere. And I'm like, that was some shit. That was some shit. We went to a lot of fucking funerals.
Smoke? Like, did it reach you?
Yeah, it was like, it was a bunch of smoke everywhere.
Wow.
And so, yeah, it was a bunch of smoke everywhere. It was ridiculous. It was a lot of smoke. It just covered the whole entire sky, and it was filled with a bunch of shit. And I'm just like, you know, I hate how New York is like the iconic, like, you know what I mean? It's the place. Anyways, I don't know. So I was just talking to my friend yesterday about that too. And we were like in the city yesterday too. And I'm like, like, I don't know. You just get worried and scared because you start to question when someone is going at war, where are they going to, you know, blow up things and stuff, you know? It's like,
yeah,
you know, they're not going to go to Dallas, no offense, but they're not going to go to Dallas, Texas. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, oh my gosh, you know. And then I get scared for the people who are working like in the Pentagon. I get scared for the people who are working at the Twin Towers, because it's like I would be looking I don't know. Anyways, I know I got all with America, but back to Ukraine and Russia. Like, you know, my heart goes out to Ukraine, and I don't understand why Putin like wants to control them. Like, I don't know. Can everyone just be happy with the power that they have? You know what I mean? Like,
I know.
But
what I don't understand are these conservative media outlets totally being on Putin's side. Like, I don't understand that. I don't understand why would you conduct an interview with Donald Trump that's basically a schmooze fest to Putin. I don't comprehend. I don't comprehend how they're turning this situation overseas into a psychoanalysis of Joe Biden and like licking Putin's ball sack. I don't understand it at all.
Well, because they're doing that because they don't want to. Okay, because depending on what side you're on, guys. Because here's the thing: the other alternative here is Russia interfered with the election and wanted Trump to be president because they viewed Trump as a stupid person that would give them some intel. So then that way, when they would come for Ukraine, they wouldn't feel so, you know, they wouldn't have been scared of us because they had some intel on us, basically. I mean, there's like this whole thing. I don't know. Like,
okay.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, I feel, yeah. Yep. That's the other argument at place here. So the argument is the reason why anyone, including Hassan is like basically for Russia. The last time I checked, I don't know how he is now. You know, Hassan from Leftovers with Ethan Klein.
No, the guy, is he the co-host?
Ethan Klein has a podcast called The Leftovers with Hassan. And so he was like all for Russia. I haven't looked at his latest tweets in like a day. So I don't know if it's changed since then. But he was all for Russia. Like, there's no way Russia invaded, like went into Ukraine. I'm like, really? Turn on the fucking news. Like I was like, what are you doing, bruh? Like, what are you doing? I know denial could be hard, but look at the screen. Look at the television, okay? I know you have one. You know, instead of sitting in a chair on Twitch all fucking day, look at the goddamn, open up you know. So, all right, let me stop going on this rant here. Let's get back to Jeff Wittek.
You know what I'm saying? My fucking memes on David.
I live for this shit. I don't get paid from the internet. Bring it on. Ban my account. Disable me today. I'll be back tomorrow with a fake account. I'll talk shit.
Did you watch the Kanye doc?
Oh, no, I didn't.
If anybody out there is going through an accident or recovering or something that is similar to this situation, I suggest you listen to the song Through the Wire. It's one of Kanye's first songs to pop him off as an artist. Probably one of his first big popular songs. And it was right
speaking
after
of
his
Hassan,
near fatal car accident.
Mm.
And he had his jaw wired.
I'm not watching his whole live stream, but he did a live stream and I think he admits that he was wrong.
Okay, good.
About
Okay.
Putin. And apparently he has changed his mind about Putin. He does not like Putin anymore.
I'm sure Ethan probably was like, hey, man, can we talk? Like, I just want to let you know that here are some things. I'm not trying to. I'm sure someone had a talk with him because I'm like, dude, what the heck are you saying? like people were like showing him videos on Twitter. I'm like, how are you? What? Like, so good. I'm glad because I was about to be like, he's about to get dropped from Leftovers. That show's about to be canceled if he was still on Russia's side. So I'm glad he's able to. I'm glad someone checked him. He was able to realize that. Good.
Shut, but he still rapped in the song, and one of the lines was "Boost for breakfast and sure for dessert. Somebody order pancakes. I just sip the scissor," and that I relate to so much because right after the accident, we all stayed in the Airbnb together. My jaw had a bunch of plates in it. I couldn't chew. I had to live off insurance for the month. And
Aww.
David made pancakes and bacon, and I hadn't eaten in 4 days. And I'm just like, motherfucker, this is so relatable, but also there's a lot more to take away from the song, not just get pissed off at your friend from it. But yeah. Kanye Doc's great. It's incredible to see him meet Pharrell for the first time. And then he walks up to Jay-Z, and it's in like an awkward moment where he's like almost shy to like say what's up to Jay-Z. And then he kind of just like walks off, but he was already like signed to Rockefeller. It's just the way Jay-Z kind of was just like, all right, yeah, like cool, like whatever. It's just, it's crazy. I love how it's shot. I love how it's just
it
footage
feels
that
scripted watching it. It's crazy.
Yeah, they did a great job. They did a great job.
Shout out Cootie.
There's no narrator. Oh, well, there's a narrator, but there's no sit-down interviews. It's kind of like the Beatles doc. The Beatles were the first one to do it, where it's just footage. Don't know what will happen with him because I know, I just it's tough because I love the guy, and he put this roast together, and just the people who helped him put it together, they wanted to cut a lot of jokes from my set, and it just pissed me off because I did the thing.
I don't even know what he's talking about anymore.
I don't know either.
Me neither. Let's go.
I think he's done with talking about David.
I'm just gonna check.
That wasn't even as bad as I thought it was. I was expecting him to go in.
Well, he might, but I just want to check to see if there's anything else.
Yeah, that's right. That's just funny coming out of your mouth. About making peace, baby. I don't want to have enemies out there, but there's some bad people in this world that deserve it. So hopefully this is it, but it never ends. Leave a comment down below if you think I should sue David.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh,
leave
so
a comment
he's
down
sue
below
him.
if you're
I think he wants to
sue David.
an attorney and
You
statute of
better,
limitations is up.
Otherwise I'm
Or
done.
if you know anything about that stuff.
Get Emily Baker on.
Cody, you read a lot about law and
I absolutely would.
Yeah,
I
you're
would be
right.
messaging
Summer camp.
Emily, blow this up so I can get more support.
What?
I would definitely, if I was in this situation, I would be blowing up on Emily Baker and tell her, cover this. Do full coverage of this so I can get the word out, get more of the public on your side and knowledgeable about what's going on.
I wonder if people just kind of study law for, I'm sure she doesn't, but I wonder if people, can you like just study law for stuff like this? Like for YouTube and for, social media, like things like, I don't know. I'm sure there's a word for it.
It.
Yeah, like I'm sure
But
there's a
also
word for
you
it.
need to have like actual work experience as well, so you understand how things tend to go. So I'm like, that's a lot of work just for YouTube.
Yeah, like I know in California, like technically, because I have you don't even really need to have a degree, but if you even just have enough college credits, you can just try to ask, so go the Kim Kardashian route. But, the thing is, no one wants to take their time with you. You know what I mean? That's the
Yeah,
thing.
you're not going to get a job.
Right.
If you do it that
Well,
way.
not
And you need the
necessarily like,
experience.
no, what I mean is you can go a route of being an attorney, but what I'm saying is you need someone to actually take you in to teach you. And that's the hardest thing, because once you have that person to come in and teach you how to do things and you pass the baby bar, then the bar, etc., then that's a different story and you can probably get somewhere. But the hardest part, I think, is to find someone that's willing to sit down with you and actually believe in you, because they could waste their time and then you just be like, oh, I don't want to do this 1 year later. But but Kim Kardashian had it easier, because who wouldn't want to sit down and teach Kim Kardashian? You know what I mean? So that's what I was saying. But yeah, let me see if there's anything else. Hold on.
Yeah, of course.
What for civil suits? Is there a statute of limitation?
I think like 7 years or something.
Then you better watch your motherfucking back for the next 7 years.
Yeah.
Because I could easily hit that button, deportation, jail time for manslaughter. Boom.
Oh shit.
Well, he didn't kill you, but
Oh shit.
Attempted manslaughter.
That's right. That's right. David Dobrik is not from here. That's right. That's right. That's right.
Oh, where's he from?
Slovakia or something? I don't know. So sorry, guys. I don't know. I don't know. But wait, is he Russian? He's something. I forget. I did a video on him and I forgot what I said in the video, but I did take notes on this and I forgot. Slovakia? I think that's where he's from.
Yeah, Slovakia.
Where's that at? Hold on. Oh, that's in Italy, huh?
No, it's in Eastern Europe. It's near Ukraine.
Okay. All right, Slovakia. There we go.
Is that what it is? What would it be? Attempted manslaughter. If we really broke it down and we had those really negative thoughts where I think in my head at night where he took me out there to swing me off it for a good little play the laugh. That's what I think, where he was like, when he started swinging it that fast and I started screaming for my life, knowing that this cannot end good. There's only one way this is going to end, and it's going to be really fucking bad. For me, if I died, it would have been for the both of us. But to see him go on like nothing ever happened, fucking hurts. But that's life. It's tough. Realize it early, kids, and then you won't be surprised and shocked like a fucking 26-year-old.
This makes me think of that one Tyler Perry movie. What's it called? Acrimony. I think that's the name of it. Have you seen it, or do you watch Tyler Perry movies? Basically, it's about, I'll basically spoil it, but it's about this woman who was dating this guy, and they got married, and she was financially providing for him. While he was working on this invention, he was like, no, I can't get a job or, study in school because I need to spend all of my time perfecting this invention. So for like 10, 15 years, she's paying the bills, doing all this stuff while he's working on this invention. And finally, she's like, I've had enough. You are going to get a job. Screw this invention. Get a job. Contribute to our life, So she gets a job, and he is presented with an opportunity to show his invention to like this big company. And so he screws up the job. And when he shows his invention to the big company, they offer him like a lot of money, but he's like, no, that's not enough for this invention. He turns it down. So she's like, so you screwed up the job. You were offered money. You didn't take it. Our house is getting foreclosed on. I can't take this anymore. I break up with you. And so like fast forward, he becomes this multi-millionaire. His invention is taken off. And some other woman, is now his wife. And so the old wife just feels like she was robbed of, you know, the life that was meant for her. It should be her on all the trips. It should be her. It should be all this. So that's what he kind of reminds me of. Like he was part of building the vlog squad, and he sacrificed his life for the vlog squad. You see it now. Seeing it now, it's on Discovery Channel. Everybody is, you know, winning, and he's still having to get eye surgery. So it's like this feeling of, is that what acrimony means? Hold on. Let me look at acrimony, bitterness, or acrimony means bitterness or ill feeling. So he feels acrimony, which I don't blame him. And I think he should get just dues.
Yeah, I do think I don't blame Jeff. I don't blame, and I haven't seen the movie Acrimony, but I will now. I saw it had Tiaj in there. Is that her name? Tiaj,
Yes.
right?
What's her name? Taj something.
Yeah, so I haven't seen that, but there's also a new Tyler Perry movie on Netflix. Like,
I kind of saw something about it, but I don't know anything about it. Medea.
Like, I went on to Netflix, and it was like the first thing that popped up for a trailer. So I was like, oh, this is like brand new. Like maybe
Medea
this week.
Homecoming.
So I don't know. I haven't seen that. I just got finished watching a movie with my mom. That's why I was like, hey, can we do it? You know, an hour later, because she was like, hey, you want to watch a movie? So we watched this movie called The Prestige on Amazon Prime.
Oh, I love The Prestige. That's a good one.
I don't know. I kind of like wanted more from it. Like I felt like it just didn't hit right.
I don't remember all of it. I just remember that it was good.
Like it was good, like because it had a lot of killing in it, but because I love a good movie with oh my god, Extraction. That movie is bomb with what's his face, the cute Hawkeye from Thor. So good. There's like a lot of kills, a lot. And he goes in. He's like the movie keeps you up. Listen, my dad, he doesn't watch movies with us to save our lives. He actually had to work the next morning. He sat. This is saying so much. When he sat and watched the movie with us, starting from the beginning to the end, and was up. That says a lot. He never does. Never does. And he was like, oh, now I'm going to go to bed. Because he just sat down on the couch. He'd be like, hey, I'm going to, he was saying like goodnight to us. He sat and watched it from beginning to end. So, yeah.
The Extraction movie or The Prestige? No,
Extraction.
Okay. So are we talking about the same Prestige about the magicians?
Oh, no.
Okay. I was like, you're like, there's a lot of kills. I'm like, the Prestige doesn't have kills in it.
No. That's on Amazon Prime. That movie has a Samuel Jackson and the chick that played Nikita. It had her in it.
I love her.
Anyways, yeah, movie's good.
Amazon
Oh,
Prime.
hey, Just Theory, if you're still with us, hey. But
The Prestige is now streaming on Amazon. It's a sci-fi. No, I'm not finding it. I'm only finding like the real Prestige.
I'm probably saying it wrong.
Is it just Prestige? No,
it's probably not even Prestige.
Okay. The Prestige is a completely different, like, award-winning movie.
No, that's not. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Sorry.
With Hugh Jackman and Christian Bale.
No, it's like not that. It's I'm probably saying it wrong on top of that. So it's like IMDb. I had Michael Keaton in it. Let me see. Michael Keaton.
Okay.
I looked and he's like 71 years old.
What is Nikita's name? Nikita. Like Maggie Q.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Maggie Q.
Oh, The Protege.
There we go. I knew I was saying it wrong. It wasn't even that. So that's what it was called. The Protege. So that pretty good.
Okay.
It was good. It wasn't like, I mean, I wanted more from it. So, but anywho, the next topic is I wanted to talk about TRISHA Paytas. I mean, basically, I kind of wanted to talk about how we shouldn't talk about her pregnancy.
Mm.
There's so many people who are like, she's lying, and like, look, like she.
I don't
obviously-
blame people for saying she's lying. She lies a lot.
So, but people are not saying that she's lying about her pregnancy. They're basically saying that she's lying about if she could have been pregnant or not. Like, because Trisha, in my opinion, you know, people believe that because Trisha has said that she's had sex multiple times and has not, you know, gotten pregnant, she just assumed that she couldn't get pregnant. You know, and so people are saying Trisha got pregnant because she actually tried. There was someone who actually wanted to be pregnant with her. And so that's what people are really saying. For me, I don't know. I don't like really, to me, it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, she's pregnant, you know? So I'm like, who cares if she lied about having scars on her fallopian tubes and like,
I don't know if she lied. I mean, I don't blame people for thinking she lied, but she has said that she's done the testing before. I believe that through diet and exercise and no longer abusing substances and reducing stress in her life and losing weight. And I think all of those things can help you improve your health to be able to get pregnant. So, I mean, I can buy that.
Yeah.
What concerns me is she says that she has tried with men who did not want to have a baby with her. So I'm like, so what does that mean? Did you lie to these guys? Did you try to trick these guys? Did you try to coerce these guys? That's really weird. I'm like, you should have kept that to yourself. That's really weird. What were you doing with these men that you were trying to get pregnant by them and they didn't want you to be pregnant?
But that's like, don't you think it's weird to even like, don't you think it's weird to talk about it? You know, like
not that part. I think definitely people should talk about just don't lie to dudes to get pregnant by dudes who don't want to get you pregnant.
Davida said there's an old clip of Trisha saying she was pregnant and had a miscarriage.
Oh, I think I vaguely remember that.
I don't know. Like, the thing is, so what? Like, my thing is, like, what? So, what are we trying? Like, what are people mad? Okay, so there's this video you sent me, so let's watch it. There's a video that you sent me.
Oh, that video?
I haven't seen it.
It's not necessary. I don't.
Okay. All
that
right.
Video, what that video I sent you is saying is like, it's saying that, basically, she's now saying because she did the HSG test, that's how she's now pregnant. But in the video, you'll see that she's taken that test like at least 2 times before, and she wasn't pregnant. She wasn't able to get pregnant. So they're trying to say, oh, she's lying, but I think it's just a combination of that test that can help you get pregnant, but also in combination with changing her health habits. Because if you just take what Trisha says at face value, it sounds like you can have all this messed up stuff and scarring on your tubes, and this HSG test will make you pregnant. And that's not how it
I know
works.
people corrected me. Okay, so I did like a commentary on it, and I didn't look into it. And I think I even stated in the video that I did, hey, I didn't really look into it. I think I stated something along the lines of, this is what Trisha said. And I always have to say that because anytime you talk about Trisha, you always have to say, this is what Trisha said. You know what I mean? So people were like, just to let you know, an HSG test doesn't do that. You know what I mean? Like the people, and I'm like, listen, y'all, I was just telling you guys what Trisha said. So Jay says, for people who have been trying for a long time to get pregnant, the wording she is using is hurtful, saying she feels chosen by God and that she's worthy, so others aren't worthy. I don't
The
know.
manifestation stuff is kind of triggering for me too.
But are we projecting or triggered? I'm not trying to defend Trisha, but I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, are people just saying things and other people are getting offended by it because they're projecting their triggers onto the world? Like, I don't know. Like, to me, if Trisha was saying, you know, I just feel, you know, worthy by God, I'm not going to think to myself, oh, so I'm not worthy by God because I'm not pregnant or things like I I don't think that for me. So, you know, it makes me kind of think of the person who was thinking that. Have you had problems? And so do you feel, is this something that's hurtful? You know what I mean? Like sometimes people can say things to not be offended, be offensive, like not to really, their intent isn't to hurt other people. They're just like, oh wow,
You're
God,
just talking.
maybe Trisha genuinely was like, oh my gosh, I've done all these bad, horrible things, and God still wants me to have a kid. You know, I don't know. I don't know. But all I'm saying is that I think it's one thing you know, when people are like projecting their triggers out onto the world, like I start to really question the people who are like, well, she's offensive because she said this. My question to them is like, you know, why was it why was it so offensive to you? Do you think Trisha intentionally was trying to offend you? Trisha doesn't know you. You know, I don't know. And you don't have to know someone to like obviously offend them, but I'm kind of like not really 100% with that.
I think to me it's more like just having like just something out there to counter what she's saying, because there are people who are looking up to her like a role model, like, oh, if Trisha can get pregnant, I can get pregnant. All I have to do is believe.
Yeah.
Sorry that I made it look at some dumb, but that's how she is like, I feel like they must believe and visualize it. So there's gonna be people who will feel like that's all I have to do. I just have to visualize enough. So I think having people who are like, hey, no, wake up call. That's not how it works. I think it's good to balance that out, because I think Trisha can say and react to her life how she wants to react to her life. But, you know, but also I'm like, you know, if you feel like she's giving bad information or just saying things in a way that can influence someone bad, then definitely, you know, use your platform to speak against it.
Yeah, I get it. I just think I knew when Trisha said that she was pregnant that wasn't just going to go well with anyone. You know, I just knew like people were going to complain. People were going to be like,
because it's the idea of somebody like Trisha raising a child.
Yeah,
it's not my business, but when I think about it, it does scare me. So just automatically, like I knew. Yeah, people are. Yeah.
Like to me, I'm like, you know, it's not for me. When you bring a child into it and she's pregnant, it's like it's not for me. Like people still like to say you need to call Trisha they and them. Like people are so. My whole point is that we are all, including myself, I think we are all just sometimes, maybe not you, but a lot of people are really up into Trisha's business and like what she says, how she says it.
That's true. Yeah, people are very much up her ass. That's why like there's a lot of channels about Trisha, and I feel like I have to differentiate between somebody who's telling me something that's like of some kind of importance and substance versus someone who's low-key a fan. I always have to
like Hot Tea, the amount of videos, I never realized how much, and mind you, I like Hot Tea, but I never realized the amount of videos that Hot Tea made on Trisha Paytas. I'm like, wow. And not until that one day we went through it, and I was like, damn. Like
you're like, no, you know, Trisha's a hot topic to talk about.
Yeah. I know. It was like every single, so when you guys go onto YouTube and you go onto Hot Tea, if you just press on, like, you know how you have like her homepage, but then if you press on the videos on YouTube and there's like 5 lines, every single video, every single like row is 5 videos. At least 2 of those videos are Trisha Paytas. So if you just keep going down, Trisha Paytas, like every single one, I was like, damn, like, aren't you tired of talking about Trisha Paytas? Like, I mean, I know I talk about her and I have a lot of videos on my channel. I think I have a playlist actually, but it's like not every single thing is Trisha Paytas. So Trisha Paytas pays her bills. That's why she likes Trisha Paytas. So
yeah, she pays your bills. You pay hers for tat.
Oh, Davida goes. I'm not invested in Trisha, but I am concerned about the baby's life with her. Sophia says, I just think Moses took advantage of Trisha's vulnerability because of her longing to have children.
Oh, I want to hear more because people are expressing concern about Moses as well. Because Moses sent that one text message, I'm just using her. I'm going to get her pregnant and get that child support money.
Did he really send that?
He did. He texted that, but I just took that as like, oh, he's just being, because he was also texting some other nasty jokes about Trisha as well. So I just took it as a joke, but also sometimes people joke, but it's not really a joke. You know what I mean? So I'm curious about that. I'd like to hear like what other evidence people have that Moses is using her. It's entirely possible. But I'm also with Davida. I'm concerned about the baby, but also I'm just like, it's life, you know, like there's a lot of people who have kids and kind of pass on their trauma to their kids, and something you can do.
I have two thoughts about this. One thought is I always felt like those two deserved each other because, you know, how Moses was and what he's done to his exes. But two, I don't know how I feel about Moses' ex, because every single time now I see a video about, well, Moses' ex came out and said this. Who gives a shit? They are married now, Moses' ex. So stop, Moses' ex. Moses' ex, you can't really do anything now. Moses' ex is also a red flag to me. Moses' ex screams, you know, clout at this point. You know, that's what Moses.
Because I didn't pay attention to it, but I just saw some headline, Moses' ex. I'm like, ma'am, they're now, the honeymoon is even over. Like, you are late.
Right? Like, why are you, who cares? Move on. Like, why do you care so much now? And the only thing I could think of is that she knows, Moses' ex knows that she gets more attention or more, you know, basically attention anytime she talks about Moses. And what people, she knows that people are wanting to know what Moses has done in the past that we don't know. And so I wouldn't be surprised if at this point in the game, she's just making shit up too. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know. I'm not saying she is, but I'm saying that's definitely a possibility at this point. So
Jay Hebe said the scary part is she doesn't want anyone to hold the baby and wants to homeschool it. A baby that's homeschooled by Trisha Paytas. Oh, that would be interesting. Again, it's just another one of those things. There's a lot of people who shouldn't be homeschooling their kids who are doing it, and that's just life.
See, that's what I mean, though. Like, I can never really comment on that because I just feel like, you know, it's not really your place, you know? Like,
it's not, there's not much you can do. Nothing it's her right. So
Ethan and Gila believe that Moses is guilty of SA. You know, that's another thing. They all got family issues. I don't know if their beliefs are stem from anger. Like, because they have so much family shit going on, I don't know what to believe at this point anymore. To be honest as well, I don't know what to believe. I don't know if the girlfriend's a clout chaser. I don't know if they have so much anger from Moses marrying Trisha or etc. that they believe anything. Like, anger can take you in all these weird directions. So I don't know. I don't know. Moses' ex got pissed because they did the baby reveal on the day he stealth her allegedly. That's another thing. You know, really? Did he really? Like, was it?
I wouldn't put it past them.
Well, here's the thing. Whoa, wait. Did she state the date? Did she state the date? Because if she stated the date,
text messages
publicly, if she stated the date publicly, then I believe that was all on purpose. If she stated the date publicly. If she stated the date, for sure. If she stated the date publicly, then I believe that was definitely on purpose. But I don't know what to believe with them anymore. But I'm not going to really talk about them anymore.
Which them? All of them?
All of them. Like, I just like, if something like obviously drama like happened within 24 hours, Trisha Paytas this or that, for sure I'll watch it. Like, I'll cover stuff if I'm going to watch it anyways. anyways. You know what I mean? Like if I'm going to watch it anyways, I'm like, well, I might as well make it. That's how I do. So I haven't really been watching any YouTube for weeks now, for like 10, 12 days now, because I feel like if I'm not going to cover it, then I just won't watch anything. Oh, she did state it publicly?
Yeah, I think she did.
Oh, yeah, she probably did, because Trisha is with it with the dates, because remember when she got married and it was like on Gila's birthday or close to it? It was close. Oh, I believe that.
Very petty.
Interesting. Sophia says, when the essay allegations were made, that was quite a while ago and way before the baby reveal. Interesting. Man, the last thing I honestly had to talk about was Kanye and that whole and the whole like album release, how they had to buy a speaker that was like $200 or some shit like that, and then the music didn't even come out on the speaker. It was like a whole big thing.
Let me see if they have it even now. Is it out? Donda 2. Are you out yet?
Done. So the music is still not out yet?
It has to be out by now.
No, I think so, because I think I typed in Donda 2 on YouTube, and I think maybe something came out. While you're looking, I made a decision to really just not be friends with a lot of people on YouTube anymore. This past like couple of like this whole week, I like also made a decision like fuck everybody. Like I'm not gonna be friends with anyone anymore.
Oh wow.
No one anymore. Like, I'll be acquaintances and I'll be nice, hey and stuff, but never again will I ever go on anyone. Like we'll do this, but I'll never go on anyone's channel again. I won't I'm not doing any of that stuff anymore.
Damn.
Nope.
Wow. What made you decide that? Is it because of the dramas?
I just feel like, in general, people are phony as fuck. I think a lot of people are fake. I think a lot of people don't show who they really are. I don't know. I just think just a lot. And so I was like, you know what? Because I used to be that person that'd be like, hey, let's do a collab. Let's do this. Let's do that. Like I used to be that person. And now I'm like, or like, oh my gosh, what is like your Discord? Like, no, I'm not that anymore.
Whoa. Okay.
Nope.
Damn.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. So I just like, I want to do this with you and then my own channel. And even if I have another channel, because I was even thinking about actually just leaving commentary and just doing like movie stuff and like doing
movie reviews.
Yeah, doing like TV reviews and things like that.
Like
so I even thought about.
Do you know the YouTuber Pay or Wait?
No.
Do you know her? Oh well, she's black like us. Not that it doesn't mean anything, but that's who that's who I think of when I think of movie discussion, TV show discussion. I think of her. That's fun.
Yeah, I just thought about like stepping completely away. Like I think so. I haven't decided if I want to continue doing more. I know I have one last video that I want to make, but I haven't decided if after that last video, am I going to continue doing commentary? It really just depends on like how I'm feeling about it. Or I thought about just like, starting another channel and doing like, TV show reviews, things how I feel, going through the OC, going through Welcome to the OC, bitch, going through One Tree Hill, going through like the new show Good Sam. Like I thought about going through all these things where I can sit and have a conversation about that and kind of just, I don't know. I just find I find a lot of people on YouTube fake. I find that they're true. A lot of people are liars. A lot of people are just like, they're not who they claim to be, And so I'm just kind of over it.
Damn.
Yeah.
But that made you even like not want to talk about commentary anymore. Like you can not associate with people, but still talk about, commentary and stuff.
Yeah, I know. I just know that commentary comes with just like, I'm a true believer in once you start talking about people, they have that, right to start talking about you.
Got it. So talk
mhm.
about TV shows and movies.
Oh,
We're gonna
remember?
deal
So
with
remember
that.
that person who made a video on me? I actually had like a 2 or 3 hour phone call with him last night.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
how
Mm-hmm.
did that go?
I mean, it was it was alright. I think we were both respectful. You know, I think we both were like, Davida, don't quit commentary. I think we were both like, I think we both left the conversation coming in with the same thoughts. I don't think it really, I think the only thing that I think the only thing that we got out of the conversation was like, okay, like you're not as what I thought you were, you're not as what I thought you were, but that's about it. So as far as like this person's opinions and things like that, it still remained the same, you know. And honestly, I did like her thumbnail. I'm not gonna lie, it was a very cute thumbnail of me and my ad, so it's cool.
I still can't find it. So if that person's watching right now, I'm not gonna. Let me not say what I was gonna say. I can't. I just can't. I searched for it and I can't find it. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah. So it's like, you know, it's so because I was just curious. I always wanted to talk to someone that, like, you know, I don't know. I wouldn't say like I don't think this person hated me or anything like that, but you know, you'd
But
always want
someone who's not. Someone's kind of against you.
yeah,
Really on
yeah,
your
because
side.
I literally made my channel called An Honest Conversation because that's genuinely what I wanted to have, honest conversations. So it didn't matter if you agreed with me, disagreed with me, or you hated my guts. I still wanted to, like, you know, have an honest conversation. Oh, Jay goes, I saw it was horrible. What did you see? Sophia, personality like yours. Jay, rambling with no focus. Oh, are you talking about
the video? The video that I couldn't find.
I saw
That's
it because
it would be. I mean, everything related to the drama in question sounds like rambling with no focus to me. So I figured it would.
well, I didn't know, like, because like her whole argument was never mind, I'm not even gonna go through it, but yeah, but you know, like honestly though, that's what I wanted, like honest conversations and stuff. So I don't know if after I make this one last video, if that's gonna be the last and I'll just move on and that channel will rest in peace, or I don't know. I may pop up with a video. I have no idea. So
Yeah, just do it how you like. You know, this kind of reminds me of Tamimi. Do you know the YouTuber Tamimi?
I don't think we watch any of the same YouTubers, because every single time you ask me, do you know this YouTuber? I'm like, no. I'm already preparing my head to shake no.
Tamimi is a commentary YouTuber, and she covers like more like heavier stuff. And earlier this year, she was like, guys, this is just too heavy for me. I'm not going to talk about this stuff anymore. I'm going to talk about Star Wars or I don't know, whatever show she likes.
Yeah.
But then like the next video was like something heavy. And I'm like, oh, okay, I guess one less one. Then like next month is another one. I'm like, okay, we still going. Yeah.
So you think I'm going to be like like a yo-yo, change my mind?
I'm not doing commentary anymore. And then like,
well, but here's the thing though. I would create my own channel. You know what I mean? Like I would create like a different channel. So we'll see. But
well, if I love ever since I got into Euphoria and just like using movies as like an outlet to just enjoy and escape. I've been really into these reviewers and discussion people, and then they'll have like a live stream that's like an after party, like, you know, the movie's out, let's live stream, talk about it, or the show, the episode came out, let's talk about it. So I've been digging that. And then what's cool is like sometimes these shows will ask you to interview them or, you know, be a part of something with them. So that would be so cool.
Yeah, we'll see. Like we will see. Like right now, I don't know where I'm at, like in my personal life and stuff. I'm like so confused. I don't know what I'm doing now, but I don't know. Hopefully everything will fall into place by next week. So, Jay goes, these people are all Keemstar dick writers. Can't watch them. Well, I did talk to, her name was like Jessica Skizzle or something. And, you know, she did say she was a huge Augie RFC and huge fan and stuff. You know, like she was like pretty much blunt, you know, like she She said I was ignorant.
Who is she? The person who made the video?
Yeah.
You?
You know, but she also, I don't know, she was cool. It was weird though, because at the end of the conversation, she goes, "If you're recording this, I don't care if it goes up on YouTube or whatever, just like letting you know." I'm like, that was so weird. Like
That's what they're used to.
I
That's how
thought we
this is
ended
like-
good. I thought we ended good. And then she said something like that, and I was like, all right, well, I guess
That's what they're like. These I don't know how these people live with that level of stress.
Like,
that's what they're used to. You're chatting with somebody and you have to worry about, oh, you know, this is recorded and you're gonna put it on YouTube. I don't care. You can't blackmail me. Like, I don't know how these people live with that level of stress. Like from online people, not even like real life people, online people.
Yeah, well, I'm like, this was a 3-hour phone conversation. What was I recording for 3 hours?
But
like,
you know, some of these YouTube people are crazy like that. They will record for 3 hours.
Oh my gosh, so Gabby Hanna.
Gabby Hanna.
3 hours. Oh my god. That was a 3-hour phone call, actually. But yeah, no, it wasn't anything like that. I thought, I honestly, I was mad because I thought, like, you know, she still had her opinions about me and that was fine. But I was like, okay, this is not bad, you know, whatever. You know, but then like when she said that, I was like, oh wow, like no, I had zero intentions. I thought we were, so now it just made me feel like the whole entire conversation was on
not
this
a real connection.
Yeah, it wasn't real. So I was like, okay. Like I was like, this is why I just can't.
Is that when you made the decision? Is that when you're like, I'm done with these YouTubers?
No, I was just like, no, it was kind of before that. And I thought this might be I was like, can I talk to someone who really didn't like me or whatever? I was like, yeah, I could do that. And I did that. That was fine. But it was just like, wow, what I thought was real wasn't. But I had that feeling even before that. Like when that lady was dying, like all I could think was, what is this all, this internet shit? Like, what is this all really? Like, you know, when just seeing someone pass away, like it just doesn't seem that serious anymore.
Yeah.
And like, because I had people saying that I was the reason for the relapse. I had people say that I was the reason why, I guess, you know, I don't know, of just a bunch of stuff. Like, I'm the reason for it. And I'm sitting here like, what does it all really mean? Like, we live, we have life, and you can just be in a hospital bed and pass away. And you want to make sure before that happens, you're living it to the most. You're really doing your thing. You do what you want to do, when you want to do it, how you want to do it.
With
so
good
it's like
people.
Jay, she is so strange. Only get their attention with money, and she is old. Oh, are you talking about Jessica?
No.
I don't know. She had like, I don't know. She basically, I don't know. She said what was on her mind, you know? Like, like I remember like talking to Willie Mack. I think the first thing he said to me was, "Oh, I was just gonna make a video on you," and then he was like, "But you took it down, so I didn't make a video on you." So like that's like the first thing that he said, and I was like, you know, I do respect someone with honesty. You know what I mean? I respect an honest conversation, at least like with him. He's like, it was actually a legitimate, honest conversation. And with Jessica, I assume the same, like a honest conversation. Now I question after like what she said, was it really? But I don't know. So maybe. But yeah, I'm just kind of over being like, I'm over just like, you know, I don't ever want to do like collabs with anyone. I used to reach out to YouTubers and be like, hey, let's like work together. Let's do this. I'm just so over all of that. I think because then even if I make a video, I don't have to think about like anything. You know what I mean? I can just do my own thing. There's no friendships hair. There's no like, you know what I mean? Like it's just me.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. And so
I get that.
Yes, Jay. Sorry for being extra sassy. I'm pregnant. Oh, congrats.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Congrats.
Yeah, congrats. But yeah, and nah, you're not sassy. You're being honest, you know, all for that honesty. But yeah, man. gosh, this week was crazy.
Yeah, for you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, maybe for me. You're like, for you, it was a chill week. You're like, it's a chill week.
I mean, I didn't go through all that you went through this week. For sure.
I know. And then I went to a funeral yesterday as well. And that was, I mean, and like, I felt bad because I got drunk at the funeral because, I mean, not at the funeral, but afterwards it was like cocktail hour. And it was like basically because we went to the restaurant and it was like all you can drink, basically.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. And the thing is like, I really like this person that passed away. So I, you know, and some of the family I felt like were racist because they basically said to me they wanted, knowing that I was in a racial relationship, they said that they wanted all their kids to just marry white. They didn't want like, yeah.
I thought you were about to say they said something else during this whole ordeal. They had something else to say.
Well, then I didn't like, they were like, oh, you straighten your hair. I didn't know you can do that this whole time. Like, what the fuck? But anyways. So I was just like sipping in that, I was just like, just here, you know, here for the person who passed away. And mind you, I felt really like, not all of them were bad. I really liked, you know, the majority of the family for the most part. And not all of them are bad or anything like that. But it was just, I don't know, it was a whole thing. It was.
Yeah, it's definitely a thing. I'm glad you don't have to talk to certain people anymore.
Yeah, that was always like stressful. So I have like that stress kind of, you know, out of the way now. So yeah. But yeah, I'm kind of like, usually I'm all for more like, hey, let's go for another hour. But I'm kind of just like chill and kind of like, yeah, it's like, I'm like, it's a Friday night. Oh, you know what I've been watching? Inventing Anne.
You're watching it? Yes. Yeah. I finished it.
Okay, so don't tell me anything because I'm only on like episode 2 now, so don't tell me anything. But because I've been falling asleep, and so I told my mom that, so she's convinced that it's boring, and I'm like, no, I've just been really tired. So when I get into the bed and I'm like now pressing episode 2, I just end up falling asleep. So because I told her that, now she won't watch it because she thinks it's boring. It's not boring. It's really nice. Yeah,
but it's funny. Oh, and you are familiar with New York, so what I'm hearing from some New Yorkers is they feel like this Anne person, they feel like people do that all the time. People do that all day, every day in New York. You know, people are like, she's not even one of the best. Like, if you're gonna make a movie about a scammer, like at least pick somebody who like really did the thing. You know what I mean? Like people from New York are saying that they're not impressed.
Oh, really?
With her level of scamming.
Well, I've never met anyone with her level of scamming, you know? I've never met anyone with her level of scamming. Like, the most I've ever gotten to, I've never, like, this guy who I dated, like the Chicago guy, I mean, I don't know. Like, the most I've been to like a luxury lifestyle would have been within that relationship. And still never met anyone in those circles that were really like so I don't know.
Well, this was from people who like they work in the New York media, so they're in that kind of ritzy kind of environment, and they're just like, yeah, people lie about who they are, what they do all the time. People are scamming all the time. So they were just like, she's not even because people kind of thought like all of who's who in New York knew who Anna was, and then you'll find out that no, a lot of people had no idea who she was. So, but for us common people, her scams seem pretty like big, like that's a big deal. And what's crazy is, you know, she has a whole show made. It's just weird, this thought of people getting rewarded for their bad behavior.
The Twindle dude.
Yeah, like the Tinder. I heard that they're gonna make a dating show for him. And I'm like, what? We just want to see this guy.
So now you get
scam
rewarded
every
for like
episode.
scamming people like that. I was like, are you serious? This doesn't like I don't understand. Like I get so I don't understand. Anyways, that's the message that we're sending out. If you be a really great
Yeah.
scammer, you could get your own TV show.
Yeah, if you, yeah, like literally, that is the message.
Yeah. And oh man, anything else? Do you have anything else going on this weekend? Today's Friday, right? Yeah.
I have dance tomorrow, and
that's that.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get my life together, fix my credit, fix this health insurance stuff.
I hear you. I'm like trying to, hopefully by next week, I figure out what I'm doing with my personal life as far as like a job, things like that. Yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I'm just going to be honestly catching up on my shows, not kind of being antisocial, working on this YouTube video, another like, another video to kind of like, hopefully this is going to be my last video regarding this topic. And that's about it. That's what I'm doing this week. Kind of working on a video, catching up on some shows, and figuring out what I'm doing. I think I maybe filled out like 100 job applications.
Okay.
So yeah, I think I have.
So you don't want to do the same job you were doing before?
I don't know. Like I just like I don't know. Like I don't want to be responsible for someone's life anymore. I don't know. Like I just felt really. And like, I know I'm not really, I just, okay, I did still, with that being said, I still did apply for some jobs that are similar to what I was doing. But, just because the pay was there, because, once, I'm sorry, but I was getting paid like $71,000 a year, and I'm not getting paid less than that anymore. So, so if I have to continue doing like the job that I was doing, so be it, but I'm not getting paid less than that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so that's basically where I'm at right now. Yeah, so been kind of depressed. I'm on some depression medication again, but that's about it. Yeah. So everyone goes through shit,
Yeah. Well, is it because of the stuff that happened this week, or other stuff?
Like a combination of just a lot of things in general. Like just a lot of things in general. I'm like realizing like I hate the fact that I'm not like passionate about YouTube like I was. I'm like, what's going on? How come I can't like do what I was doing, like perform? Like why am I letting like people get in the way? There's that. Then there's like friendships, and I'm like, I hate everybody. Like you know what I mean? Like I like I have like I mean, I don't think I really hate everyone, but that's how I feel. And then like with this lady dying, I'm like, yeah, that happened. Like she just went into septic shock out of nowhere at like 2 a.m, and I'm like, what?
No.
So that happened, and now I'm living. Mind you, my parents, like, I feel bad for my mom because she probably thinks I hate her, and I don't hate her. I just like she's let's do this, let's do that. And I'm like, and she kept I keep rethinking the phone, like the conversation that we had in the car, and she was just trying to get me to talk. I'm just like, I had to pay my loans today. That was another like over $1,000. So I was in a car ride taking a trip to the bank to pay my loan. So didn't you know what I mean? Like it wasn't a fun car ride. like there's just like one thing after the other. So yeah. And then I hate these mods from Hello Leash. Hate them all.
Oh god.
Yeah. There's I guess hate is a strong word, but so yeah, pretty much. That's about it. What's going on? And now so hopefully I find some more passion for YouTube, and
takes some time. I went and got a ketamine booster for my own depression too. So I know what that's like. Yeah. If you're taking meds, it takes some time for them to kick in.
Yeah, that's another thing. And then sometimes they make me feel high a little bit, like I'm in the clouds sometimes. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm glad that we did this podcast tonight and that's another thing. I felt really bad because the reason why I felt like we haven't done it in a while was because of me. I was just like, not this week.
I could kind of understand. Well, okay, I felt like busy, but also I could feel that your interest in drama it just wasn't at the same level. And I can completely understand, like, with, watching somebody pass, you just kind of don't really care.
Right. I was like, fuck this. I was like, who gives a shit about this?
Like, yeah, you just kind of don't give a shit about a lot of stuff.
I know. I was just like,
be so tantalizing.
I know.
You're like, okay.
I know. But I'm hoping maybe all I need is just, I don't know, to be home. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe, but we'll see what happens this week. I just don't like being in the unknown of what I'm doing with my life and stuff. So, and thank you, Ann Ward. Let's leave a pinned comment for Ann Ward too. Thank you, Ann Ward, for your generous donation. It was very generous. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We got that. We saw that. We appreciate you.
Yes, thank you. And thank you for everyone who still watches us. We appreciate Thank you. And Gail Marie, thank you for your nice comment. I read it yesterday or the day before yesterday. Thank you for that nice comment. There definitely will be another video. Gonna try to work on that this week. So yeah. But any last words? Anything else you want to talk about, Udoka, before we end the live?
I don't think so. Donda 2 did come out for the people who bought the device. But apparently most people are just getting it illegally. I haven't listened to it. I usually listen to every Kanye album. Ye, actually. His name is officially Ye now.
I don't listen to Kanye. I never listened to him before.
Oh wow.
And I don't listen to Kanye. I don't like Kanye. I don't find anything fascinating about Kanye. That's that.
I loved his music. The College Dropout album, I was like, oh my God. And then ever since then, every album I have to listen to it. So but not liking like Kanye West, I understand.
I don't like anything about him. I don't even think he's attractive. Like, there's nothing I like about him. So
it's like, I can understand. Understand that.
Davita's like, I'm sick of Kanye. Jay, it's okay. Take your time. You'll find yourself again. Thanks. Me too. I'm hoping. But
I'm sick of Kanye in the news.
I don't really care about Kanye. I only care about Ukraine and Russia. That's about it at this point, people dying. Hopefully I'll care more about drama tomorrow when I wake up. But all I care about is like Ukraine. And Russia.
That's the Ukraine thing is a big deal, and big respect to the Ukrainian president. He's in the trenches. That's amazing leadership. But this is.
And then I'm afraid for the US. I'm afraid, like, what if they try to hit New York?
Gonna be. If they do, then that is World War III. So I don't think they will do that. But, also like the Ukrainian people, it reminds me of like when there's gonna be a hurricane in Louisiana, and like all the sirens are like, yeah, it's coming, and people are like, oh, that happens all the time. But then every now and then it really comes through and screws you up, and you wish that you did pack your bag and leave. And so that's what's happening to a lot of people in Ukraine. And there's traffic even right now of people trying to leave. I was just so scared to think, like, pack your bags, and we have to leave for an indeterminate amount of time, and we don't know if there will be a home to come back to,
Yeah, that's the scary
How do you
part. But I
even
wonder
prepare?
if this was it. I wonder if this is it. You know what I mean? I wonder once the attack, is that it? You know what I
Like
mean?
you just wanted to flex real quick and
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
That's what I also wonder.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, because I think he's gonna, because honestly, because now, I mean, I hate to be selfish, but I am still thinking about like America, and I'm thinking of New York. So those are the things. But wait, I'm sorry. A lot of us out here in these streets are thinking that, like, about they're thinking about Times Square.
All
We're thinking
the
about
end of
like
the world movies happen in New York. All the
all of us, like,
Armageddons, all
yes, like
the global warming disasters, everything. in New
I went out
York.
to dinner with my friend who I went to Ireland with, Lauren. So if you guys like watched, I have like a little series on my channel. It's like telling my best friend about explaining who Trisha Paytas is, explaining to my friend who's the Ace family is, like, that's Lauren. So I went to dinner with her, and she lives in the city as well. And she was talking about how she's scared about like Times Square. Like, you know, it just makes you scared because you don't know. You know, you don't know because they're fucking their technology. I mean, not to shit on the great United States of America here, but I'm scared about Japan's technology, Russia's technology. I just, you know, so all it takes is like,
sometimes when you look at other countries' technology, you just feel like America is ghetto. Like, what is going on? I was brainwashed. This is the best country in the world, but why has everybody else got fiber optics guaranteed?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, because I'm sitting here like all that can happen is a fucking missile in Times Square or, you know, like, you know, I don't want to think the worst. I'm just saying, like, you don't know what's going on behind the scenes because obviously the president's not going to tell us everything.
Oh yeah,
you know,
definitely, yeah.
Obviously. So yeah. Oh my gosh, I hate to end on like a depressing note.
What is a good tea? Positive.
I don't know, but I'm thankful to be alive. You know,
Yeah,
I'm
right.
thankful for that we're able to do this podcast. And definitely, if you want to do another one like on Sunday, I'm also down because I have nowhere to be. So, yeah, if you're down for another one on Sunday, let's do it. We'll come back with now the clips again and all that stuff. So just in case, you know, for those who don't want to sit and watch, like, I mean, I guess if you're here now, you're probably already watched the 2 hours worth, but I'm going to be posting some clips, or we are going to be posting some clips this week as well and things like that, because I know we haven't posted in like a while, 9 days, 8 days. I don't know. But yeah, we're back now consistently.
Give our 5%.
But thank you guys for watching so much, and we will see you soon on the next 5%. Bye guys. See ya.